So, hey guys, we're so excited about starting the daily vlog while we are here at the Content Creators Bootcamp by Medialite. And so, Ross, you've been here for a couple days now. What is the Content Creators Bootcamp all about?
Well, it is about creating content bootcamp style.
Awesome. I don't know what bootcamp style means.
I'm kidding. I'm kind of not kidding because it is true. But we're gathered here to spend this period of time focused on content creation with the goal of having a set amount of content that we can take back with us personally and then also collectively as Medialite after this period of time. So it's an intensive work period.
Absolutely. And if we were to try to, in probably very few words, explain to people what Medialite is, because we said take something about for Medialite, and you will hear us use that word a lot. What is Medialite?
Wow, man, you asked such a big question. How do you explain Medialite in a few words?
Yeah.
Actually, I would love if you answer that.
Medialite is a community.
Okay, yes.
Of people. We are here to empower local missionaries all over the world to be a light, be it online or offline. So this maybe...
No, I think that's great. I think that's great.
A good description?
It's better than what I think I would have done.
So the media part of Medialite is all about creating media. But media is ever changing. So that's why, in this case, we're featuring Ross because he has a ministry and a mission to create missional content, be missional in the medium of book creation. And he is polyphacetic, multifacetic. Is that a word?
I love it if it isn't.
What?
No, I mean, if it's not, you made it and it's great.
Yeah, so it's a word in Spanish, polifacético. You have a lot of different things that you do. You draw. You're a great musician. You've created so many fascinating tracks, like sound beds for all kinds of videos. You're also a singer, a piano player, and you love languages. So can you tell us a little bit about how you came to love languages the way you do?
Yes, I do love languages, but I actually, interestingly, because you were talking about music creation and that kind of thing. As I have gotten older and living in Korea, a lot of times I hear the people ask me, why do you speak Korean so well? You know, how long have you been here? That kind of thing. But I have learned through my life living in Korea, but also living here and studying Thai, it's not me. Like, you know, God gives us a variety of gifts.
Right.
I know that he has given me giftedness in in languages. He's given me very good ears. So I use that when I make music, when I sing, and language is audio. So yeah. I think just he's given me really good ears. Right. So, yeah.
Awesome. So how did you become what we call here at Medialite a media missionary?
Well, I think it started out when I was a Medialite student. Maybe that's how it is for a lot of us, but I was in Medialite 3 and I came here and really didn't know what I was getting into.
Right.
I was really excited about the adventure in Thailand, you know, 3 months in Thailand studying media, like camera production and that kind of thing. And I wasn't really interested in camera production, like video production, that kind of thing. But I was very much interested in the community, discipleship, that experience in Thailand. So I came, and far beyond my expectations, the community, the discipleship was just outstanding. You know, because it really is like a family. Like you and I were not in the same Medialite, but because we are Medialite, we
family.
feel like we really know each other very, very well.
Yeah,
And
it's
we
true.
do.
And we do, but we also don't. So
Yeah,
it's
it
interesting. Yeah,
our connection is deeper than what it actually is in many ways. But anyway, so yes, so I realized through Medialite as a student, yeah, you know what? I definitely want to devote my life like Isaiah. Here I am, use me. I want to offer my life for God to use however He sees fit, and He has thus far seen fit to use me in Asia in creating things. And so what we do now is make activity books for young children with stories from the Bible for them to
that's
study.
beautiful. And can you tell us like all the languages that these books have been translated into?
So far, we have one series of 3 books called Into the Bible, if it had an English title, Into the Bible. And it's just one book, maybe 7 stories,
Right.
two books about the Old Testament, one of the New Testament. And so there's our target audience initially was Thai. So we have Thai, and then we have Korean, and then we have Spanish.
Wow.
We recently completed a Mongolian translation, and then we're working on a Myanmar translation now.
Wow. That's amazing. And how can people support your work?
Well, they can always find us on social media.
Okay.
We're not terribly active, but that is going to change.
Okay. Yeah.
Um,
That's what the content creators bootcamp will kind of lead him into or be the catalyst for.
Yep. Working on social media engagement.
Yep.
But anyway, yes, finding us on social media, but also, yeah, see, that's something, actually, that's a really good question. I'd like to hear your thoughts. How could I expand my audience, my network?
Well, the activity books, can you explain the creating process? And then I'll tell you my idea, because
Okay.
my idea is directly related to how you create the books. So people might ask, do you write the books? What is a book?
Yeah, our book is it's not supposed to supplement the Bible, but it's supposed to help children study the stories of the Bible in a simple way, targeted for their age group, but also visually. So I draw, I illustrate. That's what I do, and so it's a lot of pictures. There's a coloring page. There's activities, like find the hidden picture or find the differences, something like that. So it's very visual.
Yeah.
There's a lot of that.
Okay, so, and my suggestion to you was like, okay, you are taking kids through a journey of understanding a story. For your audience that might support your work because of whatever reason, people will support you for many reasons, because they like you, or because they like your product, or because they believe they also want to reach the demographic you're reaching. So there's a variety of reasons. But one thing that I believe can help you better engage people with the work you already do is time lapses of as you produce the content or of the content you've already produced.
Yeah.
Because I know that you use your iPad to draw, and you can easily create time lapses of your work, your progress, and where it started, and and that's a beautiful thing. People love time lapses of the sky. People love time lapses of people drawing, and you can see it because it's so engaging. If you see a pop-up in your screen when you're scrolling through social media, it's very likely you'll stop for a minute.
It's true. You're right. Yeah.
And so I think that's a way you should start. And you also have a great voice, and so I think you could add a voice over to the process, explaining to people what you're doing and where you're going. So
good idea.
it's the story of the creation of a story.
Nice. Yeah.
And
I like
so,
that idea.
And so that will be engaging for non-believers that might end up actually finding the story that kids that you're intending for kids might actually speak to and become a light in the path of someone that's not necessarily a child.
Yeah. Really, I never thought about it that way, but true.
Yeah. So that's just an idea.
That's a really good idea.
I would like to ask you, what advice would you give to a younger version of yourself?
Well, of the numerous advice pieces that I think I would give myself, I do think that I could benefit from releasing myself of the pressure that I hold on me.
Right.
I have really, to be perfectly honest, I have unattainable expectations on me.
Wow.
Like, just for example, lately I'm studying online, and in one day, if I don't complete the amount that I plan to complete that day, schoolwork, whatever other work I have to do, then the day, in a sense, is a failure.
Wow.
The whole day. I didn't do what I wanted to do that day.
Right.
And so just little things like that. Like, I need to let go of myself and just love myself as I am loved. So yeah, I would say that to myself for sure.
Awesome. So, because we didn't go back to how can people support you? You said they can follow you online. So how can they find you? I think you said
Joyflow. Yeah, Joyflow.
.creative.
Joyflow.creative on Instagram. And it may be the same on Facebook also. But anyway, it's Joyflow. If you were to search Joyflow Creative on Facebook, I'm pretty sure we would be
okay,
at the
and
top.
we will, since we're starting this YouTube idea, what do people say?
Put the link in the description.
The link in the description.
Yeah. Are you going to do the like, subscribe, hit the notification bell?
Subscribe, and click the notification button now.
Right.
Because we want to grow this audience, and I do hope and believe that there will be a lot of people that will continue to support and start supporting your ministry. So what's your next big project?
Well, we actually just finished, just before I came to Thailand, I finished illustrating the next book that we're working on. It's the first in a new series that we're going to really go slowly and take our time on the life and ministry of Jesus.
Right.
So that children can have a firm foundation in who Jesus is, who is the foundation of our faith. So first book, the first story is Gabriel's announcement to Mary. She will have a baby. And then the last story, there are a total of 8 stories, and the last story is Jesus is tempted by Satan in the desert in the 40 days fast. So anyway, yeah, that's what we're working on.
Today we're featuring Ross, and you can support him by following him online, joyful.creative. And so we're really happy to have you, and thanks for being the first guest in the Medialite Bootcamp podcast.
Thank you for having me.
All righty. See you soon.